Hello, my name is Bethany and welcome to my channel, Theni's Thoughts. Today I am going to be doing a book haul from an independent bookstore called The Ripped Bodice. They are the only independent bookstore that does solely romance novels. And I love that concept so much. They're located in Los Angeles. I live close enough to Los Angeles I can make a trip, but I have not been there yet. Definitely a goal after the world rights itself again. I really want to support them. I really want to support an independent bookstore, especially one that does solely romance. I love that. So I didn't order why I ordered specific things, but I also didn't, which I unhauled in my first video. I can put up above and click on that if you want to see that. Then I also decided to do an order that was just a care package. And in the care package order, you can pick specific books that you want, but you can also pick where they just surprise you and send you random things. I was here for it. I said, yes, I want to get random things and see what you send me. I can link below about where you can request your care package. There's a wait list right now for the care packages, so you do have to wait some. Mine took about maybe a week, maybe two. I don't really remember. It didn't take for very long. They might still have a wait list. I'm not sure. But I know there's only one person packing things, so they're a little bit behind, but that's okay. I was really happy to get whatever I could. I'm not gonna lie, I already opened it just because I was super excited, but I haven't read all of them, the descriptions yet, so I don't know what all of them are about yet, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm super excited about it. So first off, they did this. Look what they put in my thing. Thank you so much, very much for your support. Be well. How thoughtful. How cute is that? So I did a couple different types of books. Didn't care if I got mass market. I like mass market paperbacks. I know some people don't, but I got 5 books. 3 of them, or 4 of them actually, are mass market paperbacks, and 1 is a trade paperback. I'm going to start with the trade paperback, actually. So I think this is one of the ones I'm most excited about. So to start off with, we have The Idea of You by Robin Lee. So this is about an older woman who has gotten divorced, takes her daughter to a concert with like a world famous band, and then meets one of the members of the band and starts a relationship with him. Ooh, age gap romance. That sounds fun. Forbidden love. That sounds super exciting. Actually, this might fit a challenge for the E-a-thon. I think it's pronounced E-a-thon. I have to double check. The E-a-thon is HEA, which stands for Happily Ever After readathon. That's going to be in June. I'll be doing a TBR for that later this month, but this would fit one of the forbidden love taboo challenges with the age gap romance. So I'm here for this. Yes, she's 39 and the band member is 20 years old. So yeah, so quite the age gap. The next book out of my care package is going to be Safe Harbor by Cheryl Woods. So this is about a woman who kind of has a very unconventional family. She just kind of takes anyone in, animals, people, and her new neighbor moves in, thinks she's taking advantage of them, and starts off a series of events that causes drama, it looks like. But in doing so, of course, he kind of starts to fall for her, and she's a safe harbor to anyone who comes in her domain. And she tries to be that for him, apparently. I haven't read anything by actually neither of these authors. I've read neither of these authors before, so that's exciting. And I've heard and seen some things for Cheryl Woods, but I've not read her before either. Yay, new authors! The next one is a blind date book. I've seen Barnes & Noble do it, but I've also, a lot of independent bookstores do it too. I think it started as an independent bookstore thing. I do not think it started as a Barnes & Noble thing. Blind date with the book is when you buy the book based on the description, and not even the full description, just like a general synopsis, and then you take it home with you. The synopsis is she can't remember anything because someone tried to murder her. And I haven't unopened this one yet, so I don't know what it is. I'm actually not a big fan of suspenseful romance. Is that a bad thing to say? No. Kiss of the Shadow Man by Maggie Shane. Ooh, okay. So this is a second chance romance. It looks like he's about to divorce his wife, who he calls an ice princess. Right when they're about to get divorced, she has an accident where she forgets her memory and forgets about him and their marriage. So he attempts to start over, but also the accident seems like she's trying to be murdered. So in them solving it, I'm sure that they fall back in love. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, I'm not a huge romance thriller fan, but I'm willing to give that a shot. That sounds really cute. Okay, that's exciting. This is One Wild Night by Barbara Dawson Smith. Oh, there's a step back. Ooh, look at that steamy step back. Yes. So it is about a lady who, I think this sounds like a historical romance. The blurb is kind of confusing. The blurb is kind of like a journal entry, I guess. So she has some sort of scandal where she's banished from home for 5 years, and somebody attacks, I don't know where she's staying though, but somebody attacks their family, and he tries to track down whoever's trying to attack them. And of course, I guess she gets herself involved in the investigation. That sounds like something a woman of historical romance would do. It sounds cute. Honestly, I think the step back is the best part of this. Look at that. Also, have not read neither of these. I have not read either of these authors either. I love it. It's on new authors to discover. And the last one, so this is Too Wild to Wed by Elisa James. I've heard a lot about Elisa James, so I'm really, really excited to finally be able to read a book of hers. That's really, really cool. So this is about an heir to a dukedom. The person he proposes to jilts him. So he leaves for 2 years. He has to come back to take over the dukedom. In so doing, he runs with the girl again. Apparently, she had to refuse him for specific reasons. Is this another step back? Oh my God. In so doing, I guess there's a reason that she jilts him, and in so doing so, when he comes back, he decides he wants her back. So another second chance. I love second chance romances, actually. They're one of my favorites. I've heard a lot about her, so I'm super excited to read a book of hers. That is my book haul from the Bodice. Super excited to get started. I'm definitely going to probably use some of these for the e-a-thon in June. And again, I will do a video of that later this month. Once I nail down my TBR, I have some ideas of what I'm going to do. It's very exciting. I do have another book order coming from Book Outlet. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do a video separate or together. Hello again. So my Book Outlet order finally did arrive. Yay! I was seriously considering just posting the video as is and with the ripped bodice, but I really was hoping to do a Book Outlet book haul because it was my first Book Outlet order and I was very excited about it. But luckily, it arrived. Today is Thursday, and I'm hoping the rest of it's edited. I'm hoping to get this posted tomorrow by Friday. So crossing fingers, it'll happen. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started with the books that I got from my Book Outlet order. For those who don't know, Book Outlet is a website that has books that are discounted. Most of them are relatively recent releases, so I'm all for discounted books all the time. And as you know, as I've mentioned before several times by this point, I've really been into series lately, and mostly finishing series that I have started and have not finished. This is kind of the theme of what I went into with this order as well. I'll get started with what I got. For my first book, I got Phoenix Unbound by Grace Draven. This was 5 stars rated by Riley Marie, her YouTube channel. I'll link down below. Fantasy romance. So super excited. The same author also, if you mention, says the author of Radiance. Radiance is getting all the good reviews right now on BookTube. Hoping to get that eventually too, but this is the one that was available on Book Outlet, so I decided to get it and check it out. So it's about a young woman who is sacrificed to fire every year, and for the last 5 years, because she has like a magical fire gift, I guess, a young man finds her out and her secret out and convinces her to help him take over as leader. So yeah, super excited about that. Magical fire gift. Sounds good. I'm here for it. The next book I've gotten in my Book Outlet order is a book that I've been seeing and hearing about a whole heck of a lot, even though it's been out for a while now, but I just feel like everyone who reads YA has been raving about it, and that's going to be Scythe by Neil Shusterman. Everyone and their mother is raving about the series, so I decided to Book Outlet seemed like a really cheap way to go ahead and get the first book and check it out. Yeah, it's a dystopian YA. Ooh, okay. That has abolished all the terrible things like war and famine and hunger, and now people just don't die. So this is about a society of people, the Scythes, who go around and making sure to cull the population. Oof. That's a little hit too close to home right now with the coronavirus. But anyway, like I said, I've heard everyone saying that this is really good and giving some really great reviews for it. So I decided to check it out. We'll see how it goes. The next book I got is going to be The Case for Jamie by Brittany Cavallero. It is the third book in the Charlotte Holmes series. I read the first one and I devoured it and loved it. And I bought the second one on my e-reader, but I haven't read it yet. It's one of those books that I feel like it's so fast-paced. At least the first one was definitely. It was so fast-paced that I literally could not put it down. And sometimes I have a hard time picking up books like that because I read relatively slow and I have things to do. So unfortunately, I don't like sit for hours on end and read unless I plan for that ahead of time. So I just haven't picked up the second book, but maybe getting the third book, it's going to motivate me to go ahead and get the second one. Like I said, the second one I have an e-reader, and this one is a hardcover copy of the third book. Unfortunately, I kind of already know how it ends because it was kind of spoiled on BookTube, but I still enjoy the first book enough that I'm willing to give the rest of the series a shot. I know that I follow her on Twitter, but I forget what her BookTube is. Raquel, I think? I follow her on Twitter and she loves this series. I will link her BookTube below. She raves about it all the time, so I always kind of feel like I have to. And I loved the concept of a female Sherlock and a male Watson. I love that dynamic so much, and it was so well done in the first book. So I really have high hopes for the rest of the series. I've heard really good things about the rest of the series. Kind of a little bit bummed that I sort of know how it's going to all come together, but I kind of just want to see how the journey goes. So here for the third book. I don't know what it's about because I haven't read the second one yet, and I usually don't like to look ahead at some of the other series to know what the books are about. But I mean, all you really need to know: teenager, female Sherlock, male teenager Watson. Here for it. And there is romance, for sure. The next book I got in my order is going to be The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh. And it is a continuation of the first book, which was The Wrath and the Dawn. I read the first book on audiobook from the library, and I really liked it. It's basically a retelling of the Arabian Nights, which is about a young woman who becomes the bride of the king. She goes to basically get revenge for the death of her friend because every bride that he marries ends up dead. And there's a little bit of a mystery of understanding why that's happening and what's going on. There's a curse involved. We don't really know what the curse is. But of course, she ends up falling in love with him and things happen. And this is the second book in the series. I really liked the first book. I kind of wish I had read it. I don't know if it was good in audio, but like the narration was really, really good. And I don't know if I got a really great sense of the writing style from listening to it, I guess. But I still really want to finish the series and I really want to know what happens. Book outlet, second book, bought it for cheap. Woohoo! Here we go. And that is it for the rest of my book outlet order. I am super excited about what I got, and I am hoping for more book outlet purchases in the future. If you've read any of the books that I mentioned in this book haul video, please tell me about them and what you thought of them and comment down below. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel, and you can follow me on social media. I have all my links down below, as well as the Ripped Bodice information down below too, as well as all the books that I've opened up here today. Again, my name is Bethany from my channel Thany's Thoughts. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!